On today's Cooking with Drag Queens, we take on Paula Deen's Ladies Brunch Burger. Joining us is Darienne Lake from RuPaul's Drag Race, whose flawless impersonation of Paula Deen gave us fever dreams of making this diabolical Doughnut Burger.
I don't know why people think I'm racist. This morning I had some black coffee, a Mexican omelet, and French toast.
This is Mark. He likes to cook. This is his husband, Fausto. He loves to eat. For years on Feast of Fun, they have been hanging out with the fiercest of queens. The people are still hungry for more, so it's time to set this kitchen on fire.
Cooking with Drag Queens is made possible because of fabulous people just like you. Thank you. All the recipes featured on the series are available in our Season 1 cookbook. Check out our cookbook, t-shirts, aprons, tote bags, and more at our store, feastoffun.com/store.
One of the strangest and most compelling cooking videos we've ever seen is Paula Deen's Ladies Brunch Burger, a diabolical combination of eggs and bacon on top of a burger with sugar glazed donuts as hamburger buns.
Now, Paula Deen claims that the donut, egg, and bacon burger is her own creation, but folks in the South have long enjoyed gobbling up what they call a Luther burger, which is a cheeseburger served on a glazed donut, named after the late closeted musician Luther Vandross.
Joining us today is Darienne Lake from RuPaul's Drag Race Season 6. Ever since the time we saw Darienne do her flawless impersonation of Paula Deen on TV, we knew we had to do this donut burger with her. Welcome to Cooking with Drag Queens.
Hi, how are you?
Darling, how are you?
Paula Deen.
Hi, y'all.
Darienne Lake.
Yes, I'm not Southern. A lot of people think that I am Southern, though.
Yeah.
It's just
Well,
me.
your hair is southern today.
Oh, bless your heart. Yes.
Darienne, tell us about the time that you decided to do Paula Deen on television. How was that?
Well, there was a couple of personalities that I was going with.
Yeah.
And so I decided to go with Paula Deen because I thought she could be the most fun and a lot of witty, and I love her sense of humor and stuff. And so yeah, I decided to do it, and we did the whole snatch game, and then it wasn't until I got back to the hotel the next morning that the whole scandal broke about Paula Deen and her, less than favorable things she said, so I was like, son of a bitch.
Because would you have incorporated some of the things that she did say into your snatch game?
No, because some people have no sense of humor, so
No.
clearly. But yeah, no. I mean, I probably would have done some stuff like, I don't know why people think I'm racist. This morning I had some black coffee, a Mexican omelet, and French toast.
So to make this donut burgers, Paula Deen's concept was to have breakfast foods, the eggs and bacon, on top of a burger with donuts for buns. And she used 2 of them. Now Luther Vandross, he enjoyed his, it was a bacon cheeseburger with a single donut sliced in half and toasted to make the burger. So today we're actually going to make sort of a combination of the two. We're going to make a bacon cheeseburger with Luther Vandross style with the egg. So we're marrying Luther and Paula's style into one beautiful creation. But first we're going to make chips, potato chips.
We're gonna make some potato chips that we just love. So these we make them in the oven, and they're fun and spicy. So what we're gonna do first is I'm gonna ask you guys to cut these up in thin slices.
Awesome.
So the time has come, Darienne Lake, to slice potatoes for your life.
Oh, fantastic. Don't you have a mandolin or something?
No, you gotta do it by hand, honey.
Oh, I have like kitchen equipment and stuff.
You do?
Oh man, it's awesome.
Who cooks in your house?
Usually my roommate Rocky cooks, and then he has this really great friend Rebecca, who she comes over. She's a chef, and she is amazing. She cooks the house down, like usually every Sunday. And actually, I think they're cooking sauce today. So,
what's your favorite meal to make for all the girls from season 6?
Wait, what?
Do you ever cook for people?
How did you poison Bianca Del Rio's food?
Oh my God, Bianca doesn't eat. Come on, have you seen her legs?
Well, the girls, they're all kind of vegan or something.
Well, what I noticed too is when we went out to lunch with you that time at the Chicago Diner, which is a vegetarian restaurant.
I was tricked. I was duped. I was hoodwinked.
You were duped. Bianca was actually eating Satan, so she was like, actually, yes, today, Satan, I will eat you.
Mark has a little secret about cooking in fast.
Well, the other thing though too is with this is you want to have your oven preheated to about 400 and actually have your pan in the oven, so that your pan is hot when you actually go to put the chips on there, and you'll hear a little bit of a sizzle. Ooh. And I think between the potatoes you guys have right now, that's going to be enough to fill that sheet. Yeah. I don't think we need to do that last one.
I win. I sliced 3.
You're very good.
Oh, great. Awesome.
Well, I still have no, you have the new knife.
I lost a fingernail. What? I did, seriously.
You are wearing nails and you're cooking.
I know. I bashed my finger the other day. I lost... Oh, my God.
So fans of yours, do they ever come to Rochester, New York, and ever ask to have their haircut by you?
I have had some people, yes, but for the most part, they're like, oh, I'm not going all the way to Rochester. It's.
Well, have you ever thought about taking your equipment on the road instead of Darienne Lake's Pop-Up Barbershop?
Well, the thing was, I was actually thinking about doing. I did a show at the Laurie Beachman Theater in New York, and that was more me just telling stories and jokes and all that kind of stuff, whatever, of my life. But I was thinking about also creating this new show where I actually do makeovers while I'm talking and telling jokes and, that kind of thing. So I can actually do like a haircut, or I can actually do a makeup makeover, and have some girl start off, kind of, or boy, I don't judge.
Typically, though, if you're serving food and drinks, you can't really do like a haircut or something.
No, you don't want, hair in your food. That's why I don't usually do hair in drag, because just everything will stick to you like a veal cutlet. And you just,
But I'm sure somebody would pay you to do, nude haircuts and drag.
Let's make these potatoes. So now they're all nice and cut. And so what we're going to do is I made some annatto oil. And the annatto oil is just, we use some grapeseed oil mixed with annatto seed and then heat it up to get this beautiful, lovely color. So this annatto is the same stuff that they use to color cheddar cheese. And so it's more about just the color and not so much flavor.
Want to see if, okay, so it's more... Okay.
You know what's really great of this stuff? Is put it, make your popcorn with it, and it comes out movie theater yellow.
It is, it's like that. And so, and then I'll add little herbs and spices mix. So this is mainly oregano, a little garlic powder, a red pepper, and get this together. Salt.
Look at you, Colonel. Like, I live in urban spices.
It is. Well, the more spice, the better. And then you just kind of roll it and see how it picks that annatto oil makes this, just picks up that yellow color. It just makes it wonderful. I just feel like when food's more colorful, it's more flavorful because you see it with your eyes first, and then you smell it, or you see it and you smell it first, and then that.
Now, Mark, you heated this up already.
That thing is hot, so you'll hear it sizzle, right?
Yes, kind of.
A little sizzle. It's there. It's sizzling a bit.
Poke around here.
Get that going, and then put this in the oven for about 15 minutes, and then you'll flip it and cook it for about another 15.
So let's make these burgers diner style.
Ooh, kiss my grits.
Dingy! You dingies! Order up! Okay, so we're going to get a cast iron skillet, nice and hot.
Okay.
And most people, they make their burgers by compressing them in their hands, making patties. But doing it diner style, you kind of want to make a somewhat of a patty. So you're going to put it there and then press it down to make the patty.
Real, press it down, real like that.
Jesus
It's sticking to me.
Now, should you also do an indent so it, when it puffs up?
No, I'm just going to shape it by my hand.
All right, well, good. You have your way.
Just put that in there. You want to do the indent, because it's
because they puff up and stuff.
Well, if you press it down hard, you're gonna get a nice thin burger. And for this donut, you want a thinner burger because otherwise you'll have this giant piece of meat.
Now, how many ounces of meat is this?
These are 3 ounces.
3 ounces. Okay.
They're tiny. This is like almost sliders. Because the donuts are kind of small.
Do you have any sauce, ma'am?
We actually do above the stove.
Right.
But for cooking purposes, we do that.
Awesome.
So the mistake that people make with burgers is that they're always touching them and trying to mess and fuss with them. And really you want to do is just leave them alone. We're going to put a little bit of cracked black pepper on top.
And salt.
You put the salt at the end because the salt makes the meat tougher. And so if you want a real tender piece of meat,
Right. Sometimes you just want to be as simple as possible.
you can flip that over there. And now here is where you would put your cheese.
If you want cheese. Now,
Are we doing cheese on these burgers?
Yes,
we are,
girl!
of course. We're going all out. Now, do you want...
Are you game or are you lame?
These aren't game, right? This is beef?
This is beef.
Okay, just checking.
Here we go. So now when you flip it over, that's when you want to get the cheese on top of it so it melts.
And
So we're
Darienne,
gonna try.
you're a big fan of the smoked Gouda.
I do love a smoked Gouda.
So we're going to put the smoked Gouda on there. Some of that.
Oh, yeah.
Get that going.
I'll have some smoked Gouda on mine too, but not so much.
You don't want goat cheese?
I feel like the
Well,
goat
it's
cheese is
gonna
gonna melt too fast.
Goat
Like
cheese?
that.
Seriously?
Oh, yeah.
I like the goat cheese spread on top of it.
Now, I'm a fan of sharp cheddar.
I am not a fan of goat cheese. I don't think anything should taste like animal smells. I don't. It tastes like a barnyard.
So those
Here
are melting.
they
Well,
are.
let's those are getting ready. So let's get our buns.
So I'm gonna move these out of the way. These delicious burgers, because they're done. And we're just gonna let the heat of the cast iron pan. And you can see all the grease that came out of it.
Right.
Yes, pour that into a separate cup. I will take that with a shot of tequila. Oh my god.
And so I wouldn't recommend eating donuts every day or burgers every day, you know. But it's sometimes food. It's actually not that bad.
Now you tell me.
Well, because how much more calories is a donut than an actual hamburger bun?
Paula Deen likes to have hers with 2 donuts on top.
2
Like,
donuts.
So the burger and the bun kind of go in together.
That throws
like
off the ratio, I think, of the meat to carb.
So here, Mark's had a really clever idea, which is
Wonderful.
putting the butter in the pan and just putting them in there.
Because you want to toast them a little bit.
Yeah, let's turn that.
Because it dries them out a little bit because they're a little moist. The great thing about this though too is like it kind of caramelizes the sugar that's on there. You have to be careful when you're handling it because hot sugar is
Hot sugar
hot.
burns.
Oh,
And
yeah.
nothing burns like hot sugar.
Like candy. Yeah. When I was
I'm
a
just
little
going
kid, I
to eat
used
a
to take
donut
my,
right now.
I used to take my marshmallow peeps around Easter time, and I would toast them like toasted marshmallows. And my parents were like, "Oh, I hope he's just gonna end up like killing animals and not obese." But there you have it. But no, and so they come out like a creme brulee. It's like marshmallow and toasty and the caramel, and oh yes, I'm all in. But
That's
so you're not
delicious.
gonna use those beautiful buns back there?
Well, we do have
we
buns
could use
too.
also, these are hamburger buns here.
Oh, hamburger buns.
But we wanted to make the Luther Burger, named after Luther
I want
Vandross.
to see, because is this the first time you've ever had a Luther burger?
This is the first time I've ever had. Believe it or not, am I shiny? Good.
So they're done here. They go very fast because
Yeah.
the sugar burns really fast. So you want to toast them relatively quickly. Now I'm going to put the hot ones on this side, and you want to let the buns cool a little bit
Yeah.
because that sugar will scald your fingers. So this is a combination of a Luther burger, which is a bacon cheeseburger, and a Paula Deen's Ladies Brunch burger, which is eggs and bacon on a burger. Both of them have hamburger buns, but this one, we're just going to call it Doughnut Burgers because that's really what they are. So you're going to put your toasted donut, your burger, and put a couple of pieces of bacon
Yummy.
and an egg on top,
You had me at bacon, so.
and then another toasted there.
Oh,
Didn't you want any of this stuff? Or is...
you can
You
have
can have that later.
That's a side salad. They call that.
Okay, side salad?
Yeah.
Okay.
Push it off to the side so
That's
nobody's
here. This one's for me.
Oh,
Oops, see? And this one's for Mark.
Ooh.
And we're all going to eat it on camera
Oh.
and see how we react to it.
how we react.
I'm
This
gonna
is the
be
first time
healthy.
I've actually eaten this like the way Paula Deen.
Now, do you
No,
have
gotcha.
like a nitroglycerin or a defibrillator? Handy, just in case.
Does anybody know CPR?
You know what? I can just take an electrical cord and just zap you with that.
Perfect.
We'll be
Awesome.
good to go.
So here we go.
Maybe we should
Yeah.
call this the Widowmaker.
Or I'll just run around the room and then, like, my thighs rubbing together create static. And is the Widowmaker? Is that what they call? Are you ready?
Are you game or are you lame?
Oh, I'm game.
Is that really?
That's what she said.
Do you know me? Like, oh my god. Do I need
This is
a bib?
Doughnut Burgers, a southern
I'm gonna need a
favorite.
bib.
Hashtag what?
Drag queens eating. This would also be great if you made a platter of these and cut them into fours with little toothpicks, and you could serve them at a party.
I think this is also a great thing if, like, the doctor tells you have like a month to live, because then you can be like, no, I'll make it 2 weeks. So that's why I will never be told, you have a month to live. I'll be like, I'll see you in about a week.
So while we're stuffing our faces with burgers, let's see how the chips are turning out.
Glad thing I didn't really tighten my corset
These
too much. because the
gorgeous-
food is like,
Baked potato chips. I'm just gonna put some on your plates.
it's baked potato chips, not held.
The chips know me. And they're a little hot, so you might want to eat them with a fork and some ketchup.
Ooh.
There you go.
Ketchup? I was told you should never eat ketchup after the age of like 12. It's like a kid's condiment or something like that. It's, whatever. There we go.
Oh, so you're telling me you don't eat ketchup?
I do though.
Who doesn't eat ketchup?
I don't listen to the rules.
So we'll put some ketchup on the side of everything.
And it has to be brand name ketchup. I hate that off-brand stuff.
Are you one of those people who put ketchup on your eggs? I think that's disgusting.
So, Darienne, do you spend a lot of time learning to love yourself?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of advice can you give the kids out there, the people out there who say, I'm waiting till I lose weight to
I know, it's one of those things. It's like I
pursue my dream.
Yeah, which is stupid. Because sometimes, that's
Just tell them they're all stupid.
Yeah,
They're a bunch of idiots.
It's stupid to say that I'm going to, wait to do this to not pursue my dreams. The time is now. You could be dead tomorrow. And, eating like this,
Maybe.
you might be. But,
It's no matter what people look like on the outside, a lot of people they all feel the same on the inside.
yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Yummy. And sticky.
Jerky.
Well, Darienne Lake, I want to present to you a cooking school medal
Oh my
of
God.
honor and distinction.
It's just like the Kennedy Center. Oh, can you know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Oh, wait.
Oh my God.
I got a big neck. I'm from the north.
There you go.
I'm from the deep north.
So, Darienne Lake, we present this engraved medal for you
Oh
of
my-
honor and distinction. Darienne Lake,
Oh wow, it's real metal. I thought it was like solid
Oh, yeah.
gold,
You can
bronze plastic.
Put that on eBay.
Darienne Lake,
Oh, really?
your waters run deep because you are so sweet. And we thank you so much for bringing this fever dream of Doughnut Burgers to life with us.
Thank you. You had me. Thank you.
Love you, Darienne.
I
Love you. Remember, folks, if you can't cook for yourself, how the hell are you gonna cook for somebody else? Can I get a bon appetit up in here?
Bon appetit.
Bye. Now let the credits roll.
Ah.